is George Maurer, and I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the U.S., in the Midwest of the United States. There's a variety to what I get to do as a musician, I'm primarily a composer and arranger, a jazz pianist, but a music director, producer, collaborator, a lover and a sinner. But I get to do a ton of variety with my work, and what it does is it exposes me to many different varieties of styles of music, as well as many different artistic disciplines. As a jazz composer, I've been able to write jazz for ballet, for classical ballet, or to write music for music theater, for puppetry, or to play and write and arrange full symphonic music for an 85-piece symphony that's based on Motown and rock and roll and 80s pop and different styles.
And teach me tonight.
What brought me to Berlin recently is to apply American jazz and gospel to a German poet named Rilke, and to be able to let the music illuminate words and poetry.
As one of your lovers,
Restlessness drives me. I don't like to sit on any one thing for a long time, and I love to see the world, be in the world, and to go places in the world.
skies above can be stormy. Since that moment of
The things that draw me to places other than my country, America, is a sense of history. And that anywhere I go and travel and perform, be it in Canada, the Caribbean, England, Paris, Prague, whatever, I don't do the tourist thing. I find that people, like we had tonight at the Singer's Voice, who sing the songs that are from here. Those are the kinds of stories that attract me, like a moth to a flame. And so I might get tired of doing symphonic performance and arranging and decide that it's time to come to Berlin and do something different. So it's a sense of the journey that drives me. Nathan Kessler, who, when I came here in November for the first time, said, "Du musst singen gehen, So I went on a whim. I grabbed a cab. I had no idea where I was going or being brought to in town. And I walked through this front door, and Roy checked me in, and I sat down, and I saw you for the first time introducing a singer in English, and they sang Walking in Memphis, which is an American pop song, and I'm like, I thought I was coming to hear German Lieder tonight, or so I didn't know what I was going to hear.
Put on my blue suede shoes and
There was a corner of the room that where all the singers seemed to be coming from. It was the noisy corner. They were hooting and hollering and making spas, you know, and fun and supporting the actors and the singers that were on stage. And I said, I'm going to go to that corner to find out about these people. And I got invited on stage. I got to play a song. I understood what the beauty of the Singers Corner is about and the excitement of having a unique concert series like this here in Berlin. And I said when I come back to Berlin, I hope to attend another Singers Corner. Instead, I got to music director. Well, the audience is what makes the difference. Here, I noticed the same talent and singers and songwriters and arrangers are on stage performing. But the audience cares here. The audience pays attention. There is an intent listening that goes on that I don't see or hear or recognize too often in the States. And maybe it's because I don't go to enough of these places, but when my jazz group performs, you can only share a story or talk for so long before people grow restless. And I'm somebody who threw their TV out 25 years ago and don't pay attention to all the news or what's happening on the screen or all these different things that I should be afraid of in the world, you know. So my attention span is longer and holds a story longer. And what I heard here tonight are stories that have an opportunity to be told longer than you can get away with in the States, is my belief. Which is why I like being here and seeing this here, because people, when we get done working for the day and our jobs, whether it's in a cubicle or if we work on the streets or as sanitation workers or whatever it is that we do, what is it that we turn to when we are looking for solace and comfort? We turn to the arts. It could be the music of a video game, it could be the soundtrack to a movie, it could be the theater, it could be a poetry thing, it could be a performance in a church, it could be here what you provide at the Singers Corner. I think people appreciate the arts much more here than I see elsewhere. Find out what I'm doing and other musical projects that are coming up. My website is georgemaurer.com, M-A-U-R-E-R, and I've got performances with symphonies back in the United States. I'm working on a musical about a time-traveling train in America that deals with America's struggle with manifest destiny and the pros and cons of the railroads and the building of the railroads in America and Indian lands that got taken away because of that. So it's a combination of history and music, trains, and my jazz group performs. I'm always a group.
I'm trying not to learn, since this is the perfect spot to learn. Oh, come on, teach me. Let's get on down to express it. Every song is a real it. Come on and teach me tonight. The sky is a black moon high above us, and if a shooting star should pass us by, I'll use that star to write I love you 1,000 times across the sky. What big and teach me tonight.